I got no time to parlay, unless it's big checks or parlays. I've been rich, it's not far away. Light the spliff and I stargaze. Consultation with the constellations. They said the world was in a dark phase. It got me desperado for protection. Carry big strap in a guitar case.
So as you can see here, this is somebody asking me to speak about white. And as I thought about it, I realized I have videos on Karaka. I did one recently about Yama. I've talked about Bam. Obviously, he's not a Slayer yet, but he's a Slayer candidate. We do have the names of some other Slayers and whatnot, but we haven't really spoken about them. But I realized I guess I haven't really given my general opinions on White. Because I flip-flop on White a lot. I don't have a concrete opinion on White. I don't dislike the character. I am not enamored with the character. He's somewhere in the middle. I wouldn't say I'm indifferent. I don't dislike him. But it's just a fact that a lot of the things concerning the character I have not seen yet or experienced yet, or it's like hearsay. So it's things that have happened already, again, that I haven't experienced or saw. I would love to see him building up those two kingdoms as their ruler, making them fight each other, and then sucking up all them souls. Like, that would be gangster. That would be raw. I would like to see his downfall, how he ended up getting sealed. I do think we might get some more scenes of his past when he was Haokun with his siblings, maybe some more scenes with his father, because I do think all the conversations that we had seen with White and Arie Han were all dope. I especially love the one where his dad is pretty much like, yeah, go become, like, you need to become like a devil or a monster. Like, you have to go become some type of different type of nigga if you ever want to face me. And pretty much like said, go be like a devil. So I don't want anyone to think that I don't like White, because I don't really talk about him or praise him as much as a lot of people who like the character. He's interesting, so let's kind of talk about it. So the thing that I'll say is the most interesting about White are a lot of the things that I think he can do, because I personally I don't believe that we've seen White at full power. And if he is currently at full strength, having kind of reabsorbed the last twin and whatnot, obviously with the soul force ability and his ability to eat and burn souls, he doesn't have enough or enough power for once to constantly keep outputting very high levels of power. I always make the joke that he's basically a very strong character with a very small magic meter or mana. So it's like, you know, his attack and strength and speed are all off the charts, but when he, and his health, maybe even his health, but when he go to his like MP, it's like 50, you know. So it doesn't actually scale with how powerful he is, because I find that he gets tired fast. This dude, I don't remember the last station. He came out the station listening, and he was like, okay, we're like, and he clapped a couple of rankers really quickly. And even when Dorian Frog pulled up on him, he's like, I body higher rankers like you on a daily basis. Had his little issue when he came back and did his thing. And it's like, I always felt with White, that's kind of been the issue. I think White's personality is entertaining. I like him. I think Karaka's comment on his maturity as he kind of, I guess, I don't know if it's, I can't even remember what it was exactly. Was it after he actually absorbed all the souls in the Floor of Death? I hope I don't have the sequence of events wrong, but I believe he absorbed the souls there. And as they were flying out to escape, Karaka was trying to say things to them that are very reasonable, logical, pragmatic. And I guess earlier versions of White, it would have been harder to convince him or harder to get him to do that. And he's like, oh, maybe with, you know, the increase in size and whatnot, his maturity also elevates. And I don't know if I see that, but I kind of do. I would have to go through every instance and see if it's consistent. But I do like when White is coming out of like the train or pulling up against Caliban at full power. I feel like this is his personality. Like what you see with White, with how Quinn up until, you know, maybe later, like later moments, you've got facsimiles and parts of his personality, but he always had to play like this long game, because he wasn't at where he isn't where he used to be. He wants to get back there, then probably exceed it. So he does a lot of, okay, I'll agree with this situation for the time being. I'll do this for now. I'll suck it up. this last clone, okay, this is the compromise for you to fuse back with me. Like, he's doing a lot of things that I don't really think are within his character. And as far as I'm concerned, in terms of tales of characters we know and have seen and experienced to some degree, White, in terms of like, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess evil feats. Him building up two entire nations and then basically making them go to war with each other and then absorbing all their souls is pretty fucking evil. It's up there. Like, I would challenge you to find many more evil acts in the tower. Obviously, we know about the family, the 10 great families, and it's what they do to a lot of the people in like the residential areas and whatnot. The sexual assault stuff, that's not okay. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about I'm talking about more so characters we actually know and have a name, status, background, personality on screen panels of. I would employ. I mean, I'm sure we could think of something, but I challenge you to find one. But yeah, like I would argue he's done something extremely heinous that I haven't heard too many things historically that are as bad as what he did. Hence why he got sealed and stopped by a jihad princess. So because of that, when he kind of steps out into a situation at full power, I actually appreciate a lot of things that happen. His positioning. He has this tendency to always stand above people because he's always looking down on them, and it's not a big deal. It's not, oh my god, he does that. Like, it's I like it because symbolically it shows you how he sees himself as his majesty and whatnot. And then it was the cool little detail with the eyes, where was it Yoker? Damn it, the ranker that was with Caliban or whatever, and he's like, oh, that's cute. Like, a lot of my followers and subjects used to do that with I don't know if he had blood under their eyes to show that he had his following. So obviously he had a grand following, he had supporters, he was a slayer, this and that and the other, and he takes pride in that. So when he comes and he's always kind of looking down and things like that, I really like it. And he has this way of speaking about himself that simultaneously aggravates me but excites me, because I don't know how better to say this. He sucks his own dick a lot. Okay, he puts the sword in his own throat, where it's like, oh, back in my prime, oh, if I just, oh, this, like, who do you think you're, like, he's very he's very cocky. He's very self-absorbed and whatnot. So it also makes me laugh, because then sometimes, like, he will say something and then, like, I'll have a scene where he's in that really ugly sweater and he's struggling against Dorsey and, if I remember correctly, like Huarun or Masanga. So I can't even remember who it was. This is when they were like around the time I think Huarun made like a backdoor deal with him they're on the hell train to like get his powers back with the last clone. And there was that scene with Huarun and thing in the water in the bathtub, and they were talking and stuff. Like around that part, I don't know if you. I'll have it on screen just in case you don't remember it. But like, I will see stuff like that and be like, I can't take this guy seriously. Then I'll see him come off the last station, and then he'll do something like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then like he'll run out of energy. So like with White, it's just this back and forth, this flipping and flopping with me. It's like like I said, I don't dislike him, I don't love him or anything. I just haven't formed a concrete opinion yet. I think there's something he needs to do something this arc to just make me decide yes or no. But I'm still teetering. I do think his confrontation with Caliban was very dope. I enjoyed it a lot. That was good. That was cool. I think by the end of this arc, I will have my opinion on White. So kind of stay tuned for that and see where I land in a couple of weeks. Like we have been on hiatus. Help me. But White's cool. White's a cool character. I like him. He's my least favorite of the Slayers. Of the established Slayers that we've seen, which is only 3, Karaka, White, and Yama. He is my least favorite. It goes Karaka, Yama, White for me. Then I guess Slayer candidate Bam. I don't know where he's a Slayer candidate, so I'm not going to count him. But all I'm saying is I need more time with him. I don't know yet. I really don't. Like, don't worry, I don't like her already. I could tell you, I hate her. Even though she hasn't been here that long, she would have to do so much to get back in my good graces, if you hear what I'm saying. But yeah, that's my opinion on White generally. He's cool. I actually do like his fights though. Like he can really just cut through the essence of bravery. Like, I think his fights are always cool. I love his moves, the REA family swordsmanship. Him saying, "Oh, like, did you think you dodged that? You got cut." And you know, like the way he talks about the blade, the blade, like the way he talks about swordsmanship, I especially appreciate. I never said this, but I love his approach to being a swordsman. He's like, you're a murderer. No matter how you try to slice it, you kill for justice, yada yada, blah blah. This is a weapon to kill. That's his job. Is to cut, to slice, and dice, pierce. When he was talking to Hatsu about it, and I like that a lot. I think obviously this is a dangerous mentality to have, and he's clearly kind of a maniac, and he does not have any problem with murder. But there's a lot of truth to what he's saying. Is he wrong? But anywho, I want your guys' opinion. What do you guys think about White? Is White one of your favorite characters? Is he your favorite Slayer? What do you hope to see about him in the future? And some things about his past that we don't know that you're interested in. Like I said, I want to see more stuff with Arie Han, and I would like to see how he got captured. In addition to, I just want to see him kind of. I need him to be at full power and be able to always be at full power in some shape or form. And very last thing I'll say is I do like that he has that same energy towards Bam and wanting the souls back and things like around that line. That was very promising to me because I didn't like how at some points I felt like White was being neutered and kind of just attached to Team Bam. He's part of the keychain. He still is, but he has retained a lot of his sense of self. And at this point, I'll take it.
Tears all falling, my heart is froze. Can't talk to me,